sundial. We already started to learn about sundial. So how the sundial will work? What is the construction to make sundial? So first we will learn about how to make the sundial. Then after how it can mean, how it will work, or otherwise how we can utilize that. Such like we can discuss. Then what we discussed about sundial. Sundial is a device to measure the time. We can measure the time by using a sundial. So the sundial was a device to measure the time. It was used by ancient people at the time of ancient means in our olden days. So that sundial were used in our olden days. Understand? Then coming to that, how to construct the sundial? How to construct the sundial? See, sundial. We are constructing the sundial. How to construct the sundial? We need to achieve to do that aim. So what is the aim to do the sundial? To construct the sundial. What is the aim? Yeah. What is the aim? Means what we are going to do. What we are going to do means what we are going to achieve. What we are going to achieve. So that's I'm going to write what we are going to make a sundial. What we are making to make a sundial. We are making a sundial. It is a device. We are making a device that name is a sundial. So how to make? Then what we need to construct the sundial? What are the materials we need? What are the things we need to construct the sundial? So material required. Material required. What are those materials required to construct the sundial? A piece of cardboard, a piece of cardboard, a piece of wood, a piece of wood and paper, and a piece of paper. These are the only, just three materials only we need to construct the sundial. It is very easy to construct the sundial. Coming to that, so how to do means procedure to construct the sundial. What you are going to do? Procedure. What is the procedure to construct the sundial? On the surface of the sundial device, we are using a particular arrow mark or to identify the time by the shadow of sunlight. Means we are making a thing as it is a right angle triangle. How like that? Right angled triangle. A right angle triangle ABC, a right angled triangle ABC is cut. We are going to separate is cut from a sheet of cardboard. Cut from a sheet of cardboard. See what we are going to do that. A right angle triangle ABC is going to cut. We are separating a piece of right angle triangle from the cardboard. From the cardboard. Cardboard, what is the cardboard? We are using to pack any things. What we are using boxes to utilize the packing. So those wrappers we are calling cardboard. Understand? Coming to that, then after making right angle triangle ABC, We are going to do in this triangle, angle A is 90. What we are going? In this right angle triangle, in this triangle, angle A is 90 degrees, means right angle. Angle A should be right angle. Angle C is kept. Angle C is kept. Where that angle C is keeping, where that angle C is keeping means based on our latitude. Based on our latitude. Latitude of our places. There are different latitude places, means latitude values for the places. Let me note down that latitude of the places. Latitude of the places. See here, latitude and place. What are those? Coming to that, let's talk about Chittoor. It consists 13 degrees. The latitude of Chittoor is located at 13 degrees. Latitude in degree north. Latitude in degree north. Is it visible to you? In degree north. So 13 to the Chittoor. Chittoor is located in the latitude of 14 towards the north. And coming to that, Nellore, YSR Kadapa, Anantapur is located in 14. What I'm saying to you, Nellore, what I'm saying to you, Nellore and YSR Kadapa and one more, Anantapura or Anantapur. Anantapur are located at 14 degrees. The next one, 15 towards the north is located at Prakasham, Kurnool, Guntur. Prakasham, Kurnool, Guntur. See there what I am saying to you. The next thing is 16. 16 is located at West Godavari, Krishna, Mahabubnagar. West Godavari, Krishna, Mahabubnagar. Mahabubnagar. Means it is a district in Telangana. And coming to that next, 17 is located at East Godavari, Visakhapatnam. 17 is located East Godavari, Visakhapatnam. And Rangareddy, Hyderabad. Rangareddy, Hyderabad. Khammam, Nalgonda. Khammam, Nalgonda. So these are, and 18 is located at Srikakulam, Vijayanagaram. See what I am saying to you. 18 is located at Srikakulam, Vijayanagaram. Vijayanagaram and Medak, Nizamabad. Medak, Nizamabad, Karimnagar, Warangal. Karimnagar, Warangal. Okay, and next 19 is located at Adilabad. 19 is located at Adilabad. So these are by our combined states, means latitude in degree north. These are the latitudes in degree north, which are so those by particular places. Generally, our latitude in degree towards the north, our place we have located at Kadapa district, means YSR Kadapa district, where I written that YSR Kadapa district, it is located towards the 14 degree of the north latitude. Means what we have to do in this triangle, angle A is 90 degrees, angle C should kept at our latitude, our place latitude, our place latitude towards the north, towards the north. Understand? So note down these values. Okay, then we'll continue that. Finish those. Coming to that. So our latitude towards the north is 14. Remember that. So coming to that, what I am saying to you. See here, the triangle here is 90 and angle C we are going to capture how much? 14 degrees. How much is that? 14 degrees, which is the what we can say latitude of the YSR Kadapa district. YSR Kadapa district. Towards the north. Towards the north. Okay. See, coming to that, what we are going to do that. So generally what I am saying, that curved chord which we separated, which we made a right angle triangle ABC. Okay. Generally imagine this is what I am saying to you. See here what I am going to say to you. If imagine this is a wood, a piece of wood, means we are using as a base. We are using as a base. On that surface, we are utilizing a right angle triangle, curved board, a right angle triangle curved board. This is the angle A, and this is C. And what I am going to say, this is B. This is the north direction. This is the south direction. This is the north direction. This is the south direction. So what I am saying to you that position, so angle A should be 90 degrees and C should place at 14 degrees, where we have to place 14 degrees of our latitude of our place, B should towards the north. B should towards the north, means the angle focused towards the north. The 14 degrees angle makes towards the north. So what I am saying to you, imagine once, if you see, this is imagine this is a wood, a wooden base. This is a wooden base. On the surface, what we are going to do, a right angle triangular piece. A right angle triangle. See one, this is a wooden base and this is a right angle triangle cardboard. Imagine this is a cardboard, a piece of cardboard which we made as a right angle triangle, and this is a base. This is a base, wooden base. So such a light. And what I'm saying, this is the top surface. Top surface is the angle A, means it should be 90 degrees. See, this is a 90 degrees. And coming to that, by placing like this is a C, angle C, this is a angle C downside near to me. That angle we are placing on the 14 degrees of our latitude of our place and towards the north. Towards the north. Like we are arranging that equipment. Okay. So C is towards us and B should be towards the north direction. The C we are placing on 14 degrees. The C we are placing at how much? 14 degrees latitude of our place. Coming to that, what I am saying to you. So by arranging such a dose, what we want to do here. So after arranging those, the cardboard triangle is fixed vertically. The cardboard what I'm saying, cardboard triangle is fixed vertically in the middle of the rectangular, in the middle of the rectangular wooden board. Rectangular wooden board. Where you are placing vertically on the wooden base, which is that right angle triangle. So then how after it will make, to make the triangle stand erect, to make the triangle stand erect. Stand erect means vertically. Before what we said, the cardboard triangle is fixed vertically in the middle of the rectangular wooden board. To make the triangle stand, means we are arranging the triangle in a vertical. Erect means a vertical. What we want to do to erect the vertical? So we have to use a strip of papers. What we have to do? Strip of papers. Strip means small things. Strip of papers. Strip of papers are glued along both the strips of papers. Strips of papers are glued. Means we have to stick. Glued along the base of, where we can along both the edges. Along the both edges. How like BC on of BC. How like we have to stick to the right angle triangle base BC. B is towards the north and C is towards the south. B is towards the north, C is towards the south direction. And of BC with what we can say cardboard or otherwise wooden base. What we can say wooden base. So what we are doing here, to make the triangle stand erect means vertically, we have to arrange that triangular cardboard on wooden base should be vertical. We are arranging vertically to that triangular cardboard on the wooden base. How like we are arranging? By using strips of paper, small papers. We are sticking at two edges of the base of the right angle triangle. The base is BC with the wooden base. So to avoid the fall down, what happens? The paper we are making erect means vertically. By using strip of papers, we are sticking with help of glue. So on the surface of wooden base to base of the right angle triangle. After what happened, it was ready to construct the sundial. Then how it will work? Then how it will work? Note down that how it will work. We will discuss. Okay, coming to that, what we are, how we are going to construct the sundial. See, we need these type of materials: a piece of cardboard, piece of wood, and paper. Paper we are using to stick the right angle triangle to the wooden base. See here, piece of cardboard we are using for what? That piece of cardboard to construct to make the right angle triangle, and piece of wood we are using as a base, and paper we are using as a sticking purpose. Coming to that, we are first what we are doing, we are making right angle triangle. What we are doing? Right angle triangle. So what is the right angle triangle name? The right angle triangle name is ABC. ABC is the right angle triangle. It is made from cardboard. It is made from cardboard. From the piece of cardboard, we made a right angle triangle ABC. In that, angle A is a 90 degrees we made. Angle A is a 90 degrees, and angle C. Angle C is placed at 16 degrees to the latitude of our place. Understand? And the right angle triangle is fixing vertically on the wooden base. The right angle triangle cardboard we are fixing vertically to the wooden base, on the wooden base. That angle of 90 is the top surface. Angle C is towards the south direction. Angle B is towards the north direction. We place it at the middle of the wooden base to make erect to the right angle triangle. To make erect to the right angle triangle means we are making vertical to the right angle triangle on the wooden base. We are sticking that cardboard right angle triangle to the wooden base with help of piece of strips. We are glued, these strips of papers are glued to the base of right angle triangle to the wooden base. Understand? Then now, how it will work? Now, what we observe here? So see that B is towards the north direction, C is towards the south direction. Understand? And now, how the sundial will work? How the sundial will work? Let's talk about that. Coming to that, how it will work? At 9 in the morning, at 9 in the morning, means what I'm saying at 9 a.m. anti-meridian. At 9 in the morning, a line is drawn along the shadow of side AC. What you are doing? A line is drawing. A line is drawing by placing in open atmosphere under to the sun. So the B should be towards the north and the C should be towards the south. A line is drawing. How I see that? A line is drawing or otherwise drawn along the base BC of the base BC of the along the base BC of the triangle lies in the north-south direction, or otherwise, see here, see, by placing that vertical means what we can consider here, see, by using this is a wooden base and it is a right angle triangle. And see here, observe carefully what I am saying to you. This is angle A and this is C and B. See here, such like we are placing on the wooden base. So angle C is towards the south and angle B is towards the north. So by placing it in open atmosphere at exactly 9 in the morning, 9 a.m., we are drawing a line along with the base BC on the wooden base with help of pencil. After every 30 minutes or after every half an hour, after every 30 minutes or after every 1 hour, we have to come and draw a line where we are getting a shadow, along the line. By drawing up to the evening, 5 a.m. to get the sunset up to that, where we are getting a shadow, up to that we have to make a line along the shadow where it is forming, and we have to note down the timing. Each and every 30 minutes after or otherwise, exactly what you have to come by every interval of time. At every 30 minutes, suppose 9 o'clock, 9:30, and 10 o'clock, 10:30, and 11 o'clock, okay, 11:30, 12 p.m., 12:30, 1 p.m. Until like we are going to draw the each and every line on the formation of shadow on a wooden base of the right triangle of the cardboard. So by finishing those whole lines drawn as a shadow, then after, if you place in an open atmosphere, the shadows are recognizing exact time, means the shadows will form on the exact timing where what we drawn on the wooden base. By that, we can recognize by formation of shadow, we can measure the time. By identifying the shadow, by observing the shadow, we can measure the time. Coming to that, what I am saying to you, see, a line is drawn along the shadow of side. A line is drawn along the shadow of side AC on the wooden board. And coming to that, after drawing the eastern line, the time 9 a.m. is marked on the wooden base, marked along the side of a line, along the side of a line on wooden base, on a wooden base. See here what I am saying to you. Lines of the shadow of side, lines of the shadow of side, AC, what is, are drawn at interval of, are drawn at interval of 1 hour through the day, or otherwise 30 minutes or 1 hour throughout the day or through the day, throughout the day or through the day till sunset. What we can get till sunset. Up to we have to draw where much? Up to sunset we have to draw. The time is marked for each line drawn. What you have to say? For time marked along each line drawn, each line what we drawn in each and every interval of time. Then what we can say, see here, by that drawing that each and every line by following the shadow of AC. See, at 9 in the morning, what we are doing, a line we are drawing along the side of AC, See how like it is. So what I am saying to you, if it is wooden base, what is this is? Wooden base. And see here, this is a right angle triangle, what I am saying to you. And this is a 90 degrees, and this is B towards the north, and this is a C towards the south. Okay, this is placed on the middle of the wooden base, that which is right angle chord board. Right angle means right angle triangle chord board placed vertically at the middle of the wooden base. By placing that, we are drawing a line at every interval of time. The side of the AC, forming a shadow on the wooden base. When sunlight falls on that cardboard, it forms a shadow on the other side on the wooden base. So by every interval of time, 30 minutes or 1 hour, each and every interval of time, if you start from 9 o'clock, we have to come by 9:30 exactly, or 10 o'clock exactly, where we are looking the watch at time. So by that every interval of time, you must come to draw the line of AC or shadow of AC along the shadow. Means you have to draw a line along the shadow of AC. Understand? We have to draw that line continuously till up to what? Sunset. So what is the time it is recovering? And we have to mark the time and each and every line what you draw. Okay, by drawing that line, by using the shadow of the AC side and the wooden base, we can recognize by using this device on the next day, by placing an open atmosphere under the sun. We can recognize each and every interval of time by observing each and every interval of time, where we are coming to observe that shadow will form at same as what we marked. Means the shadow, suppose if it comes to 10 o'clock, what before you draw that line, it represents the shadow will appear on the particular line which is marked as a 10 a.m. When you are coming to look 2 p.m. at 2 p.m. near to the device, what we draw on that line, the shadow will appear or formed at the 2 p.m. line. The time marked a line 2 p.m. Means what we can observe by using a sunlight, by formation of shadow, we can recognize the time. Understand? So this is our sundial to construct how it will utilize. So this is our what you can say sundial. Now sundial is ready. What you can say? Now the sundial is ready to utilize. Understand? Note down that. Finish that. Coming to talk about, after finishing sundial, let me talk about pole star. Pole star. A star. Star means what? Star is a luminous body. Star is a luminous body. Means luminous body means what we learn? The body which emits light by its own. The body which produces light by themselves. Those bodies we can call stars or luminous bodies. So pole star is also one of the nearest stars to Earth. Means Earth. What we can say, generally we may think stars are moving. We may think what? Stars are moving. But stars are never moved. Stars are never moved. It appears to move. It appears, it moves. Where we can locate the pole star what we can call general language poles are Dhruvatara. What we can call this is Dhruvatara. What is the general name for that? Dhruvatara. To locate the pole star means we can locate the pole star how like with the help of Virat Saptarishi. We can locate what we can locate pole star with help of Virat, what we can say Virat Saptarishi. Virat Saptarishi. Virat Saptarishi. What is that constellation? What is this? Is constellation. Virat Saptarishi is a constellation, or otherwise we can call Virat Saptarishi, we can call it as a Sharmistha constellation. Sharmistha constellation. What we can say? Sharmistha constellation. Sharmistha constellation. Which is that Saptarishi constellation. We can call as a Sharmistha constellation. Otherwise, both these constellations appears in the north part of the sky. Otherwise, pole stars can locate by using Saptarishi or otherwise Sharmistha constellation. These both constellations appear in the northern sky. Northern part of the sky. Northern part of the sky. See here, what I'm saying, we are locating the pole star with the help of what? Two type of constellation. One is constellation is what we learn, the group of stars. The group of stars are forming a recognizable shape is a constellation. What we learn? Constellation means a group of stars formed as a recognizable shape. There is a shape particular to identify for the constellation. Understand? So coming to the Saptarishi constellation or Sharmistha constellation, by using these two constellations, we can identify pole stars. How to identify those? So where it was those two constellations? Northern part of the sky. Where it was? Northern part of the sky. What are those? These two constellations. Those two constellations. How to look? How it is possible to look those? During the summertime, in the earlier part of the night. During the summertime. When we have to see here, one is appears in that particular season, one is appears in that particular. So Virat Saptarishi constellation will appear during the summer season, and the Sharmistha constellation will appear during the winter time. During the summer, which constellation will appear to locate the pole star? Virat Saptarishi. During the winter season, what happens? Winter season, the Sharmistha constellation will appear to locate the pole star where at the northern part of the sky. During the summer. What I'm saying to you, during the summertime, how like it is in the earlier part of the night, not it overnight. It is not a overnight. At the earlier part of the night, what happened? We can see Virat Saptarishi in the northern sky. We can see Virat Saptarishi. What we can see? Virat Saptarishi. Saptarishi in the northern sky. See, during the summer season, when earlier part of the night, what we can look? Saptarishi or Virat Saptarishi. What we can? Virat Saptarishi constellation. So, in the where it is northern sky, it is also called as a northern constellation. What we can call this is a northern constellation. Northern constellation, which is, of course, which forms that towards the northern side, those constellations we can call northern constellation. Understand? So it is also called Ursa Major. It is also called what, ma? Ursa Major. Ursa Major. What we can say? Ursa Major. Not Shah. Ursa Major. Or otherwise, one more we can call about this, what a Big Dipper or the Big Dipper. Or we can call what we can Great Bear. Great Bear. So Virat Saptarishi is having different type of names. What are that? Northern constellation or Ursa Major, Big Dipper, Great Bear. Which is that Virat Saptarishi is formed during the summertime when you are looking in the earlier part of the night towards the northern sky. The Virat Saptarishi will form in the northern part of the sky at earlier part of the night in the summertime. In the summertime. Understand? So by that what happens? So that's why it is forming at the northern part of the sky. That's why called a northern constellation. What we call northern constellation. Why we call such a like different names? Because it appears as a big dipper. It appears as a big dipper means it's a big ladle like a tail. Big ladle or tail. And also it consists a rectangular head. Also it consists a rectangular head. A part of the rectangular head is communicated towards the brightest star in the night sky. That we are considering pole star. What we are considering pole star. Note down that we learn some more information about pole star, about Virat Saptarishi, and what is the shape of the Virat Saptarishi, and what about next Sharmishta constellation, how the poles are located into the Sharmishta constellation, and where is the pole star, whether it will revolve or not, rotate or not. Those whole will discuss in the next class. Note down that. See you in the next class. Have a good day to you.